every single race in the midterms coming up, what has surprised you the most so far?
What has surprised me the most is how the economic situation got so much worse that it's turned political races that should have been for the Democrats into uh, tight races that could go the opposite direction, could go flip from blue to red. And in Illinois, you have a governor's race. Everyone favors Governor Pritzker. But some people are saying that the economic situation in Illinois, even though Pritzker is ahead, is so bad that even the dead may start to vote Republican. So we'll see on that. But it was the decisive turn on the economy and the messing up by the Biden administration on their economic message, that when they said things were going well, we've got this under control, and manifestly we didn't have it under control. So there's no trust in President Biden on economic issues. The polls show that. That is the number one issue. That's what's going to be the determinant in most of these races.
So the economy, like you were saying, is top of mind for voters. Is this similar to any other midterms in the past?
You've had issues like the economy in the past. Back in 2010, in the first term of President Obama, he passed Obamacare, which was very, very unpopular. The economy was not doing well, was not making a good recovery from the recession. Usually, if you have a steep downturn, you get a vigorous upturn, at least for a while. And the question becomes, can you sustain it? But you always get a big bounce back. We did not get a big bounce back after the recession of 2008, 2009. And so in 2010, that was a topmost issue, economic issue. And as President Obama said after the election, his party took a shellacking. They lost over 60 seats. Amazing turnaround. So you've seen it in the past, going back in dinosaur days, 1958, under Dwight Eisenhower, the economy was in recession, and the Republicans took a drubbing. So if the economy's not doing well, especially in midterm elections, where people can focus on one prime issue, you've seen in the past, it can make for very dramatic changes.
So, Steve, one final prediction. What's the balance of power looking like both in the House and Senate come Tuesday night?
The balance of power will shift to the Republicans, and which is a surprise, especially in the Senate, because there are more Republican seats up for grabs this year. As you know, 1/3 of the Senate comes up every 2 years. And so there are disproportionately large number of Republicans seats coming up. And usually that would have been good news for the Democrats. Going back to 1982, do a little history here. The Republicans, Ronald Reagan was president. The Republicans lost seats in the House of Representatives. But because of the makeup of the Senate races, even though the economy was in recession and the Republicans lost seats in the House, they gained seats in the U.S. Senate. So this should have been a pickup for Chuck Schumer and the Democrats. Instead, it looks like they could end up with a net loss of 1, 2, even as many as 3 seats.
Well, Steve Forbes, thank you so much for your insights. I look forward to seeing how it all plays out come Tuesday.
Well, we'll all be experts. I would normally say we'll all be experts by Wednesday, but given the way they count votes these days, maybe it'll be Wednesday of the week after or the week after that before we know.
Yeah, well, and whenever that is, I hope you come back and we can rehash it then.
Look forward to it. Thank you, Brittany.